Back to another episode of Movie Title Challenge. What's going to make a better movie title? The Young Adventures Limited or Seeking Adventure for Hire? Thank you for providing a log line. It definitely helps me understand what's going on here. So I don't really like either one of these titles. Neither one is clearly suggesting anything. They could really... Young Adventures Limited could be, like a Disney kid show about the Outback or something. I don't know. Seeking Adventure for Hire... it's just kind of unclear, like, what's going on. Somebody's being hired, but it could also be like, an adult services company. If you catch my drift. In general, it's not a great idea to use the subgenre word in your title. Seeking Adventure seems to kind of work, or Young Adventure seems to kind of work for an adventure movie. But you'd probably think if it was weird if you were like, I'm going to call my horror film the Kentucky Horror. I mean, could it work? Maybe. I mean, the Dunwich Horror is really well known, but it's just not something you see that often. It's like a genericness when you do that. So if you're going to use a generic word like adventure, you want to pair it with another word that's very specific. And young is not a specific word. An example of like something specific would be Dunwich. Not that common of a word, and when you pair it with horror, the Dunwich Horror makes it sound like something that's unique enough that you want to see it. What could you pair with adventure? Maybe give them a last name that's not as generic as young. Maybe give them a last name like, Dahlia. The Dahlia Adventures would be kind of interesting. Of course, the name Dahlia is very closely associated with the Black Dahlia, so if this adventure is not going to be that dark, then probably go with another name. If you want to dump the word adventure, maybe pair something with for hire, like figure out who these people are before they go into this like PI world that they're so unfamiliar with, and be like blank for hire. Couple for hire could work, although it could be a little too Craigslist personals. If you want to make it their last name, try to pick a last name that's one or two syllables, like Clyde for hire, Affleck for hire. Although Ben Affleck's going to raise an eyebrow when he gets that offer. If it's a comedy, you could call it Dicks for Hire, obviously because Dick is short for Private Eye. Could be funny. Just pair something that's unique about the couple with the phrase for hire, and I think you're going somewhere. For instance, if the couple was like two gay men, you could call it brothers for hire, and the implication is like, well, who are they? Well, they're two guys that are dating or married or whatever, but they will show up and figure out what's going on and be your brothers.